Call upon our Chief, Gary Abuta, for the awards presentation. Chief.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. And most of all, I want to thank those officers and say good morning to those of you that will be recognized today. And although this happened many months ago, today we wanted to celebrate and thank you personally and let you know that what you do is not about February 22nd, 2013. What you do is the day that you took action and did your duty, put your lives on the line. That was your reward. And for you to be here is second to that. And we know that police officers, in your heart, you know that you're going to be faced with this day in and day out. And we're so grateful to you. And you represent our department extremely, extremely well. Thank you very much. I'm going to begin with August 27th at 2:24 a.m. in the morning. Officer Grisham Slonim was on patrol on South Papa Avenue in Kahului. As he approached 656 South Papa Avenue, he observed thick smoke billowing from the front door of the residence. Officer Slonim immediately notified dispatch, grabbed his fire extinguisher from his car, and proceeded to the residence. Officer Slonim awakened two males asleep in the garage and was informed that there were other residents within. He entered the residence and utilized the fire extinguisher to douse the stove fire. He was overwhelmed by the smoke and exited the residence briefly. He re-entered the residence and evacuated 3 residents within the home with the assistance of Officers Randy Takayama and Daryl Honda. 7 more residents from an adjoining unit were also evacuated by these officers. On July 4th, 2011, at 6:20 p.m., Officers June Hattori and Eric Lasvar were assigned to respond to 852 Kilauea Street in Lahaina. This is when the report of a structure fire. Upon arrival, they were informed that there were other occupants still within the back portion of the residence. Officer Hattori entered the burning structure, located a 6-month-old female infant and the infant's mother, and evacuated them to safety before the structure was consumed by the fire. Officer Lasvar entered the north side of the residence, discovered another person within, and exited as the room was engulfed in flames. He then observed Officer Hattori with the infant and mother as they exited the rear room of the residence. Officer Lasvar then entered the room in search of other occupants and exited as the room became engulfed in flames. Sergeant Kimberly Massey, along with Officers Robert Corpus, Clement Antonio, and Matthew Brown, were instrumental in the evacuation of neighboring residents and securing a safe perimeter. For these heroic events, we are going to begin by recognizing Sergeant Kim Massey with a Certificate of Merit. Sergeant, would you please come up? The next Certificate of Merit is awarded to Officer Matthew Brown. The Certificate of Merit awarded to Officer Clement Antonio. A certificate of merit awarded to Officer Robert Corpus. Certificate of merit awarded to Officer Randy Takayama. Certificate of merit awarded to Officer Daryl Honda. A Bronze Medal of Valor awarded to Officer Gershom Slonin. The Maui Police Department Silver Medal of Valor awarded to Officer Eric Gosvar. The Maui Police Department Silver Medal of Valor awarded to Officer June Hattori. Well, that concludes our presentation. On behalf of the Maui Police Department and all of our officers and command staff, I want to thank everybody for attending today, but most of all, I want to thank these brave officers, and let's give them all a big hand.